I'm Lucy, I'm 22 years old, from Manchester, England. I grew up in a family that believed in Jesus and that was super supportive, super loving and super kind. But when I was about 13 years old, I really began to take my identity in kind of like what other people would say about me and what other people would think about me. And I had a group of friends who would always joke around with me and say really mean things, and they thought it was a joke. But during that time, I took everything that they said really to heart and began to build up like this wall of lies around myself, and really put my identity in that, and kind of lost the sense of my worth. And so I would constantly be seeking approval from my friends. And then when I went to university, it was kind of like I put on this image of being really strong and really independent, but underneath of it all, I still really wanted that approval from my friends, and I was kind of living a life where I wasn't authentically free to be myself. So then at the end of my first year of uni, I went on a retreat that was based on our identity as sons and daughters of God. And throughout the whole retreat, I was being told constantly my identity was as a daughter of God, but I didn't feel like it was true inside, even though I kind of knew it was true. And then at that retreat, we had a night of adoration. So I was kneeling in adoration, and I just remember knowing in my brain, I had to rationally make a decision between the lies that I'd been believing about myself and the truth that Jesus had for me. And I just remember looking straight at Jesus in the Eucharist and saying, Jesus, I believe in the truth that you speak over me, that I am your daughter. And in that moment, I just felt this huge wave of love just flooding over me. It was almost like I've been in a dark room all of those years and someone had just switched on a light. And I thought if I opened my heart that little bit to Jesus, he would look on me as just acceptable, or as someone that he didn't really mind being around. But in that moment, he just poured all of his love on me, and I knew I was completely and utterly loved. So after that retreat, my heart was really changed. Obviously, I still sometimes struggle with that, and it didn't change overnight, but I knew that my identity now was in Jesus, and I could always return to that every time I struggled. And it didn't always make me feel good inside instantly, but I knew it was the truth, no matter how I felt.